Too many
No
buttons.
music. No music?
You can't hear it?
Nope.
Right there. Well, that's all right. Are you logged in, Jackie?
Yes. Are you logged in, Scott?
We had some technical glitches here on the podcast today, getting logged in. Jackie apparently was well, she was talking to me. She was talking away.
I wasn't like talking away here a little bit,
And all of a sudden she realized why I couldn't hear her and I wasn't responding. It's because Jackie did not log in.
I wasn't in the room.
She was not in the room. We were in different rooms.
We were different rooms.
Hence, I was not able to hear her.
Oh my God. I remember on The Sopranos, Tony said to Camille, I don't know, one of them, his wife and him, don't try to talk to me from the other room. Oh, it was him and his Russian girlfriend. Anyway. Why are you talking to me? I'm in the other room.
Thursday night. Welcome to the podcast. We here we're the only podcast that gives proper change. We give proper change here.
We do?
Yeah, we do.
We do indeed, because tomorrow's Cash Friday. Hello. Although I think it's too late. Central digital currency is coming.
What are the dancers going to do when there's no cash?
It's a very good question.
Right? Am I right? Any dancers, entertainers out there, when we go to the crypto online currency, let us know how we're going to manage. Is it a tap, a swipe, or palm?
You can't tap, swipe, or palm a dancer.
No, you can't. So what are you going to do?
That's a very good question. Gosh, that's a very good question. What else is absolutely necessary for, I mean, you have to pay cash, like cash. Drug deals.
What are the drug dealers going to do? The street.
All those fentanyl bent over people. Have you seen the videos where people take fentanyl and they just bent over in the street and stop moving? Mm-hmm. It's like a zombie apocalypse situation.
Well, we're almost there.
We're almost there.
We're almost there. We're getting there, little by little, day by day.
Jeez.
You know, there'll be peace when you are done.
Yeah.
Lay your weary head to rest. Check.
There it is. Carry on, my wayward son.
Yes.
Nice T-shirt.
I'm gonna throw that in. Well, I sent an invite out to Hinckley, and I hear he's a big Kansas fan. So I'm thinking if he joins, maybe we can get him to play this on the podcast. We would go viral for sure. So.
What is happening right now in the world? We have the Canadian wildfires, which are burning all of Canada, which is now burning all of America because of the smoke. New Yorkers are being told to stay indoors. What does that sound like? There's some familiar ring to that.
Where is Dr. Fauci? Where?
Probably not in New York. I'm sure that they've gotten him out.
Yeah, he's just gone away.
Mm-hmm. Then the Kilauea volcano has suddenly become active again after 3 months of not spewing any lava.
But what did we not see? You sent it to me this afternoon, Selby. What was void and absent from all of the news?
UFOs, you mean?
Yeah, the crash with the UFO and the...
We saw nothing except for the local Las Vegas stations. Mm-hmm. I just got your text that said, yo, by the way. Sorry. Yo. Okay. Yeah, the Las Vegas station's reporting that the something went down in the sky, even it was on the cops. It's taken a month for this to go national news.
And the gentleman, he encountered the
beings in the mobile.
Visitors.
Yes, the visitors.
The visitors.
And they're giants with giant eyeballs and stuff. And people are like, no, if they had that much technology, they wouldn't be crashing into a backyard in Vegas. But we don't know what technology that this country has in Area 51 or at Nellis Air Force Base.
Boom.
And Nellis is denying any involvement. You better call the local police. We have no statement.
It kind of sounds like when the other one crashed in New Mexico 50 years ago.
70.
That was a trip. The Zoomer and I we took the trip to Roswell.
I know, how fun.
Counted aliens. We ran into, aliens that have probably taken human form. And we probably counted 35 or 40 of them.
Listen, I really don't know what's going on. The Canadian wildfires, are you serious right now? How can every province in Canada be on fire at the same time? I looked it up on Google. Guess what Google said? Oops, those were my fingers. Wow.
Whoa, what do you got, Tourette's?
Yeah, I don't know, but Google said it's because of climate change. There was no discussion as to what the other causes could be. Climate change. Every time I Googled the subject today, that's the number one thing that came up.
From Google.
Yes.
Well, our other topic that we're going to get into, when I went to find some more information on that, an AP story came up, and it was really weird how it was worded, because it started it with the claim, and then it told the story, what's out there, and then it said AP's position or AP's take or whatever, however it was worded, and then it told their take. So it was really bizarre how it was worded. And I sent you the pictures this week of the gayware I encountered, correct?
Where did you send them?
Well, I sent you the gayware at PetSmart.
Oh, yes, you did, for Buster.
Yeah. Because Buster, the times I've seen Buster, and I've never met
gay.
Buster in person. We've never, sniffed it up. But yeah, I think Buster'd be all right with it.
Yeah.
He'd be open about the pride stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think Buster would be. He's pretty gay.
Yeah, he's a gay little dog.
Yeah. I mean, all right.
Do you know of where'd it go? The Human Rights Campaign. Have you ever seen that? The Human Rights Campaign envisions a world where every member of I'm going to get it right, LGBTQ family has the freedom to live the truth without fear and equality under the law. They empower 3 million members and supporters, and they're against them getting attacked, however it would get attacked, but they declared a state of emergency warning, this Human Rights Campaign, that the LGBTQ Americans are under attack.
Okay, are they though?
It's a state of emergency. It's
state of emergency.
Well,
half my hair's gone.
It's June. We shouldn't be. It's June. I'm going to continue on our stance that we took here on the podcast last week, is just be gay. Just be gay.
Can't we all just get along?
Can't we all just be gay and get along?
Can't we all just get along?
Buster, I'm gonna go back and buy Buster one of those.
Buster, some tuckwear?
Yeah, some tuckwear.
Hey, shout out to my sister for the green sweater, but I think it's not going with the green screen thing. I might have to take it off. My hair's disappearing and stuff because of the green sweater. Is it going to make a difference?
Who's got cash? Jackie is she's disrobing here on.
Don't get excited. It's just little old me. Hey, listen.
Peace when you are done. Lay your weary. Oh, I'm listening.
10 million acres. Back to Canada. 10 million acres have burned already.
Oh.
Their fire season is from May to October. And usually from May to October, 600,000 acres burn normally. Mm-hmm. Well, this is just 1 month into the season and 10 million acres have burned. Now, what's going on there?
So what you're saying is everything will probably be burned up in like a month, and then fire season will end early.
I hope so. Poor Canada, and they're choking out New York City. Oh, did we mention stay home? What does that sound like?
It choked out Denver a couple of weeks ago. We had like the 5th worst air quality in the world.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it was bad.
Is it better today?
Oh, this was a couple weeks ago. Yeah. No, it's just we're in rain. It's been very Noah's Ark-ish here the last week. So
that's also very unnatural.
Yeah. Climate. I like the other term we heard the other day. Changing climate.
Changing climate.
Changing climate.
I don't know. Hair still disappearing. That was weird. Okay, maybe if I'm over here farther.
So
my hair won't disappear.
What? Yeah.
Hey.
What's your favorite Mel Gibson movie, Jackie Selby?
Braveheart.
Braveheart, really? None of the Lethal Weapons.
Apocalyptico. Passion of the Christ.
What's the one where he's the stepdad with Will Ferrell?
I don't know that one.
That one's pretty good. Mad Max, right?
Exciting.
Thunderdome, right? Well, do you want to get into this one, or do you want me to go, or the Mel Gibson?
Yeah, hang on a second. Buster's barking at somebody out front, so I'm going to mute my mic while you talk.
Okay, no, you mute your mic. I'll talk. So Mel Gibson, yesterday it came out that he is working with this gentleman who he's an Homeland Security, correct? He works for Homeland Security, or he worked for Homeland Security, and he started up a child trafficking. Say it 5 times fast, Selby. You're the professional. Let's go.
Former government agent, now vigilante, Tim Ballard.
Okay, say child trafficking 5 times fast.
Child trafficking, child trafficking, child trafficking, child trafficking, child trafficking.
Love it. The professional. So he has this big organization and he wants to do this miniseries. And the rumor that's out there is Mel Gibson was going to come and help him do this and expose all of this, all the stuff going on in Hollywood. I was reading up on the website. This guy said that he's had how many? 30,000 children from Ukraine that have come up missing.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. The whole thing.
It's not. Is it as scary as 800,000 American children go missing every year? 800,000. Okay, that's in the US. In the UK, 230,000 children go missing every year from the UK. Much smaller country than ours. Okay, so yeah, he's working on, I guess the Mel Gibson film is already in the can.
It's a docu-series.
Yes.
Yeah. 4 episodes. And you say it's in the can. Now, that's where I was going with the AP thing, because that was the story that they were like denying. It says, so at the top of this thing, it says AP's assessment false, or it starts with claim AP's assessment false, and then it lists, then it says the facts. So it like totally like, I don't know, it's just written really weird.
I think they've already filmed it. No,
I don't know. I don't know what to think. I just heard about it yesterday and I was like, well, so here's a guy who has a lot of Hollywood clout, right?
They're trying to discredit him.
Huh?
They're trying to discredit him.
Yes, but he has a lot of Hollywood clout. I mean, if he's going to come out and talk about all the trafficking going on in Hollywood And, you know what happens to people who are going to go public like this, Jackie?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. Here's the other part of that, though.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. Here's the other part of it, is that there's already a movie that's going to be released about this guy, Tim Ballard. And it comes out on the 4th of July, starring Jim Caviezel, the guy who played Christ.
I was like, that's Jesus.
It is. And the movie comes out, it's called The Sound of Freedom, starring Jim Caviezel and Mira Sorvino. The true story about Tim Ballard. Now, that's also that comes out on the 4th of July. It's only going to be in the theaters for one day. Because Hollywood doesn't want it to come out because the story about Tim Ballard is pretty damning. But it's not a documentary done by Mel Gibson. But anyway, they're going to collide somewhere in the entertainment world, those two pieces of film.
And what happens then?
Well, I don't know. I hope people start waking up.
Pay attention.
The gosh darn Yuma County Sheriff was recently deposed because, Yuma, there's something called the Yuma Gap down in Yuma where people can come over the border into Yuma, Arizona from Mexico. And so there's a lot of human trafficking in that area. People just think it's people coming, escaping Mexico, but it's not really. It's people who come from all over the world and want to come into the United States. Well, the guy was being deposed and he testified that the cost to cross the Mexican-U.S. border can go up to $80,000 a person. And the cartel is the one that gets you there. So if you arrive in another, like Central American country or whatever, whether you're Chinese, Ukrainian, Russian, or you're Central American and you want to come to the United States, they'll get you up to the border and then you just walk across over the Yuma Gap. Well, anyway, so it's going there. People are coming over for up to $80,000. Now, think about that. If you can't pay the cartel that money up front, then you can work off the debt for the cartel in the United States.
If they let you live that long.
Or you can camel some drugs into the country, like fentanyl. And the Yuma County Sheriff said that it's mostly fentanyl and then meth. You would think it'd be coke and heroin, but it's not. It's fentanyl and meth. So there's it's a complicated issue. It really is. And some people don't believe that there's people coming over the border at the Yuma Gap and also in El Paso, but they are. They're coming over. It's a complicated issue, huh? It's really, really, really depressing.
Well, yeah.
And there's 35,000 kids who are unaccounted for coming over in Texas.
Well,
in 1 year. In 1 year.
This week in Colorado, our governor passed they're giving like ID immunity. You can just anybody can get a Colorado ID without any proof of, if you're illegal, if you're here unpapered,
okay,
you can still get an ID.
Undocumented, they used to call that, right?
Undocumented. There, Jackie, good job.
Right. I mean, I guess if you're coming here illegally, it's not like you're traveling with your birth certificate in your pocket, right?
Right.
And I just think that it's such a weird, complicated issue. It's like homelessness. It's like the most complicated issue.
Where's Jesus when you need him?
I'm telling you. Oh my gosh.
We're getting towards the back of the Bible here, aren't we? We're pretty close.
Oh my goodness. Is that what's happening?
Definitely in the second half of the Bible. Let's agree that.
That's outstanding. We're in the second half of the Bible here.
We're in the second half. We're in the home stretch, people. We're in the second half of the Bible. We've got Revelations coming up here probably in the next couple months. So just, fasten your seatbelts.
The apocalypse of the four horsemen and these kinds of things. I think that they're not literally going to be four horsemen in the sky. It's like we have to interpret this information in that document in a modern way.
Yet another reason why I don't think I should have to pay 10 cents for plastic bags at the grocery store. If they cross me about it, Selby, that's gonna be my out. Don't you know we're in the second half of the Bible?
I like that. When you go to the store, do you still go to King Soopers?
Yes.
And they're the ones charging you for the bag?
Yes. And to pay cash for my energy bill.
Ah.
But once, Jackie, I rose above the noise and confusion just to get a glimpse beyond the illusion.
Oh my God, you're stuck on that.
I was soaring ever higher, but I flew too high. Where are you, Hinckley?
Where'd you find that t-shirt, Scott?
Where do I find all of my t-shirts?
At the thrift store.
At the Ark.
And then do you wash your stuff in like borax when you get it home?
No, it came with this cool design.
Okay. No, I'm asking, but when you buy stuff from.
Yeah, I just run it through. I mean, it just goes
once.
It just goes into the load.
How's that coffee?
Gone.
Good.
It's time for water.
Water time.
What was that Jesus quote you had? Or you had a Jesus story?
Oh yeah, what did I do with it? Oh my gosh, now dang it.
Jesus Christ, Selby.
I left it on my desk. Hang on a second. I'm coming up with it.
Everybody together. Everybody close your eyes. Let's do this. Let's bring it to Jackie. Let's go. Come on, everybody at once. Everybody all out there in the internet watching. Here we go. Give it to us, Jackie. Was it, I need new sandals? Was it, this robe is itchy?
No, oh boy.
You had one job.
You had one job, Selby. Bring the Jesus quote. Okay. I'm working on it.
Where is
What's
John?
one of the famous things that Jesus said about the kingdom of heaven? What is it? Google that shit for me, will you?
No, this is better. A woman survived a nearly fatal heart attack. She was dead for 27 minutes. She says she saw heaven and Jesus, Jackie.
And she turned around and came back?
Jesus, Jackie. That is the name of my new band.
Gosh, I'm so sorry. The thing I was going to tell you.
She came back. Tina Haynes suffered a nearly fatal heart attack. She was effectively dead for 27 minutes and claims she saw Jesus during that time. In February of 2018, she was getting ready to go hiking. Instead, she suffered a heart attack, and her husband, Brian, jumped to the rescue. He called the ambulance, but it appeared that Tina's fate was sealed. The woman from Phoenix was revived 6 times and spent almost half an hour effectively dead. D-E-A-D, dead. That's when she saw heaven. She saw, she saw the great robed one.
And she turned around and came back.
And she turned around and came back. Yeah. The near-death experiences are rare, but not that uncommon. The University of Virginia described it as intensely vivid and often life-transforming experiences, many of which occur under extreme psychological conditions such as trauma, ceasing of brain activity, deep anesthesia, or cardiac arrest, which no awareness or sensory experiences of any kind should be possible according to prevailing views in neuroscience.
That's the problem with science, isn't it? They got no heart. Gosh, I'm sorry. I lost my quote, honey.
Man with the reason. I got the quote right here. It says, tossed about, I'm like a ship on the ocean, set course for winds of fortune. But I hear the voices say.
Oh, Scott, that made my day. Carry on my way. How high can you sing?
I'll give you 0 guesses.
Not.
Update on Barb.
Oh,
Please. She is still on my desk. I have 0 update. I had one lead I was going to follow. The man's name that gave the funeral. I know a guy by that, and it's not him. I couldn't track that guy down. It could be him, but I couldn't track that guy down. So she remains at peace, cheering for the Nuggets and overseeing us and Matt, who found her, and just looking after things. That's the update there. We've got good news. We have some good news coming up in the next, I'm thinking, let's milk it one more week, Sully.
Till we spring the surprise on folk?
Yeah. I want to get a couple things dialed in on it.
Okay.
And then
China.
Epstein
Island.
Secret list.
Mm-hmm.
The Zoomer and I were gandering over that list because we were in a discussion last evening about another matter that I wanted to bring up tonight. You know who Anderson Cooper is, don't you?
Yes.
Anderson Cooper. You know who Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is, don't you?
Yes.
Yes. So his claim now is that of Anderson Cooper's $12 million salary, 80% of that is funded by who, Jackie?
Sir.
Pfizer.
Is there the big advertiser on his shift, on his show?
Yes. Who's on the flight list? AC.
Anderson Cooper?
He's on the list. You've never seen the list? Here's a good one that's on the list. This one surprised me. John Cusack.
Oh, damn it.
I want my $2. $2.
Is all of Hollywood captured, honestly, with these?
Tom Hanks.
Oh, I knew about that one.
Yeah.
That one came out during COVID.
Here's a good one. This is going to be a good whisper. Oprah.
Why do you think she has those schools for girls in Africa?
Well, Kevin Spacey, that's a given.
Yeah. Anderson Cooper.
Mm-hmm. I think I even told the Zoomer, I said, check the list. I bet you he's on it.
Just when you think, the world can get any weirder or crummier, Canada's on fire and Anderson Cooper's on the Epstein list.
Once I rose above the noise and
oh boy, here we go.
Just to get a glimpse beyond this illusion. I was soaring ever higher,
Higher.
but I flew too high.
Were you alive when that came out?
How young do I look tonight, Jackie? I was alive. Yes, I was
Like,
alive.
just, it occurred to me recently that Moon Unit Zappa can be walking around wherever she wants to now and not be recognized, because most young people who are operating, like, cash registers and stuff and the Starbucks don't know who Moon Zappa is. So think about
But
that.
a few of them would know who Frank Zappa is.
They would?
Zimmer. Zimmer. Do you know who Frank Zappa is? Of course he does. Do you know
Well,
who
that's
Moon
because you
Zappa?
raised him right.
No, he doesn't know who Moon Zappa is. Do you know who Dweezil Zappa is?
Valley girl, she's a valley girl. Like, oh my God.
There was a smart dude. He should have run for president.
He did. I wrote him in on, like, in the 80s. I wrote his name in there even after he died as a write-in candidate.
Yeah.
Who are we going to write in on this election?
Oh, my ballot will probably find the shredder, or I will just write in Kanye again. That's a big WTF. What the fuck?
Kanye.
Kanye. Mm-hmm. Or Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson, Kanye, or
Didn't Kanye start a church in Colorado or something? He was gonna.
that I didn't hear. Who might be my third choice? Right in. I'm just trying to think of someone who I think would just do really, really good. Let me get something.
You think about it. I have to tell you something I forgot.
You remember Jesus's quote?
No. Nope. But I'll have that for you for next time. But anybody who remembers from the 70s, maybe your mom will remember this. I think you were kind of a little kid. What is happening over there?
Oh, there's too much talk of this bad stuff. I'm throwing on some Florida water.
Jeez. All right. Okay.
Go on. On.
Colorado in the 70s, there was a plane crash in 1974. Do you remember this? Where two little kids survived?
Of it. I've read about it. I think it was right after takeoff from Stapleton.
No, this was a flight that was coming into Aspen from Houston.
Okay, then no.
With a family on it in 1974. Well, it crashed in Glenwood. And the whole family was killed except for two little boys, age 11 and 8. Okay. Now, both parents were killed. The pilot was killed. And a skier saw the plane go down. He was a kid and nobody believed him. So finally, after him ragging on his parents, 2 days later, they sent up a rescue party. Okay. And two of the children survived out of the whole family. I met the guy today.
You met him today?
I met him today. He wrote a movie, him and his brother, and it came out a few years ago, and it's won some awards. It's called 3 Days, 2 Nights, 3 with the numeral 3 days, 2 nights, movie.com, but it's also streaming on any service. And it tells the story about the plane crash and how they survived. They survived eating candy, nuts, and drinking the liquor out of the liquor thing. And all these years later, I think it was 2013, they started talking about it. Nobody in their family talked about it. Their aunt and uncle raised the children. Nobody talked about it. So they started talking about it and they started healing. And it's about their journey of healing. It's so, I just watched the trailer. I haven't watched the movie yet, but it's called 3 Days, 2 Nights. about the
3
plane
days.
crash. Yep. Did you find it?
No, I wasn't looking for it.
Oh, I thought your hand was on the mouse.
Hmm.
So anyway, Andy is one of the sons, and I met him today. Great story. Everybody at the office was like, oh, what? Wow.
We should
So he
find
made a
him. We should
documentary
bring him
about
on
the
here.
experience. I know we should bring him on the podcast. He lives in Aspen.
Yeah, that would be good. Maybe we could line it up for the.
Great. The kickoff.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know he'd come
That'd
on
be
with
cool.
us. Yeah. He was terrific. He really was.
Yeah, that's a cool story.
Yeah.
I mean, just the little bit you told me. Now I want to go look at it.
Yeah.
So
So
I'll
the
have to
number 3 days, 2 nights, movie.com. You can see the trailer, but you can also just stream the movie 3 days, 2 nights. It's on Amazon. It's on all of it, he said. Peacock, it's everywhere.
Cool. Now, like that dude should not have to pay for a bag. He should get a bag.
He should get a free bag when he goes
Free
shopping.
bag. Yeah, there's a lot of people that should just get free bags.
He said it's the most transformational thing. He said the plane crash is just the small part of it. The transformation that him and his family have gone through as a result of making the movie and talking about it is the biggest story of all.
All right. What's his first name?
Andy.
Andy. Let's reach out to Andy.
Okay.
Let's see what's going on. All right. Cool, Selby. Another week.
Another week.
Got it in the books. You know, yeah, cool stuff coming up. Everybody be safe this weekend. Do something for somebody else. Stay hydrated. Pay cash. You know,
Cash Friday's tomorrow, honey, and I got $100 bill. Where is it? It just must be on my desk with the Jesus quote.
and just lay your weary head to rest. Okay.
Oh boy, here we go.
Don't you cry no more. Jay.
Don't you cry no more. Is that going to be our outro music on this broadcast?
We don't, well, we're not making money on it yet, so we probably could. Until
we get kicked off?
is Kansas still alive? Or we would probably
I think they are. Some of them.
All right, carry on, Selby.
Carry on.
Ciao.
Ciao.